Well, definitely the most recent would be on August 14th. Well, actually August 13th, in the evening. I was pulled over by Exeter PD, and the officer's name is, I gotta think a minute, Daniel Green. And I was pulled over for not having a front license plate, which I did have a front license plate. It was in the windshield. It's been in the windshield forever. There's dust all around it, and dust on it, showing that it's been there forever. So he pulled me over for that. Then he said I was talking on the cell phone, was his next attempt, because I did have a license plate. Well, I wasn't talking on a cell phone. What was happening was the person that's been harassing me, that I'll get into in a moment, because that's another part of the complaint, was he kept calling me over and over, and I'm on call for my company, so I would look at the phone to see who it was, if it was my company, if I was on call, or not if I was on call, but if I was getting a call for business, or if it was him. Mm-hmm. So I kept looking at the phone. So that's where he's getting the I was on the phone thing, I guess.
Okay.
But anyway, make a long story short, I was arrested. I did not take my purse out. I've spoken with an attorney about that, because I got a drunk driving, or whatever you call it. Or at least they took my license, and I was supposed to go to court. They have not charged me. I've gone to court twice now. They have not charged me with anything, and I think it's because he knows it was an unlawful stop. The thing is, they found drugs. I don't know if they found them in my purse or in my car, but they supposedly found drugs. Well, my purse was in my car when I got out of the car. When he had me in the back of the car sitting there, he came from his trunk to tell me that, oh, what do we have here? Do you sell drugs? Blah, 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 because he found drugs. And I don't remember if he said in the car or in my purse. I think they were in my purse, according to him. Mm-hmm. Well, none of that was true. The thing is, that night, I had been contacted earlier that I was going to be robbed. That people had heard that these two guys were going to rob my house. Well, that was the night that I got robbed that night. And I told that officer, I said, I don't know, I'm not sure what happened. I just know that I don't sell drugs. I didn't have drugs in my car or in my purse. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if the cop is involved, because my cell phone, I got my cell phone bill in. Somebody texted this guy that robbed me 4 times from my cell phone while I was in custody, and that officer had my phone. So I don't know if he's involved or not. I don't know. But anyway, where was I going with this? I was going to say something else. Darn, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's okay. It's a lot to think about. So basically, you got pulled over, and the officer said that he found drugs. Your contention is you did not have drugs, or that he planted them. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah. Okay, that's where I was going. Thank you. I don't know if he planted them, because this girl Emily, she used my makeup earlier in the day, and her boyfriend, or ex-boyfriend now, they only knew each other for 2 weeks, but he called me out of the blue and said, I don't know you, but I know that, Emily, I overheard Emily and this guy that robbed me, his name is Jason. I overheard Emily and Jason talking, and Emily was supposed to tie you up that night. So I'm not sure, she might have done it.
Okay.
Because I was pulled over for no reason. I know that. I know that for a fact. So I don't know if I was pulled over because the cop is involved, or if I was pulled over because somebody called in something and he just happened to be the cop that... But he did not go to the car. He came from his trunk when he said, oh my gosh, and it was not even... He didn't rehearse it, let's put it that way. It sounded fake. It did, so I think he is involved.
Okay.
And at this point, I wouldn't doubt it. I've been being harassed since 2006, and it got really bad starting April 23rd of 2007. I document every day, every single thing. I keep really good notes, and I've been harassed by the police. The guy that robbed me, he is a paid informant. I found out now. He has not had any charges filed on him, even though he was pulled over in a different stolen vehicle, because he did steal my truck also. I was in jail when he stole my truck out of my driveway to steal all my stuff out of my house, and still has a set of keys to my car. And anyway.
Okay, do you think that he is responsible for the drugs found in your car, or do you know?
I don't know. I honestly do not know who is. I don't think he had an opportunity to put anything in my purse. I do know Emily did. Emily had an opportunity because she used my makeup. I have a makeup bag, and she specifically would ask me to use my makeup.
Okay. Have you been to court yet on the charges?
Yes, twice. The first time nothing had been filed, so I went 2 weeks later, and nothing still had been filed, so they dismissed it and said I'd get notified in mail if anything was.
Okay, and the drugs were what? Marijuana, something different?
I'm sorry?
I was asking you, what were the drugs that they found that they were accusing you of?
Methamphetamine.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's stop the interview there, and what